Hey, this is Tom. This Tom's Radio Room Show. I was just listening to China Radio. It's almost 7 o'clock in the morning here in Clearwater, Florida. And at 13.58, I was hearing China Radio, which is kind of unusual to be getting it that high a frequency this time of the day. But one of my subscribers informed me, and I'll show you what he told me about, is not that, is the solar flux index is 228. I remember just a month ago it was less than 100. So that's great, but A index is 11. That's bad. We want that to be down to close to 1. The K index is 4. So typically that means you're going to have a lot of noise. And if you look at my computer screen here, this is my SDR Duo, RSP Duo, and I don't need that. Come up. Look at the noise. Look at the noise, and it's worse on other bands. But I was getting just above the noise. You can see I had to set the squelch way up there. It's at minus 98, I think it is. Don't have my spectacles on, so I can't read it that close. Anyway, so even though the solar flux index is 228, that K index, A index is causing all this noise. But the reason I'm not hearing China Radio now is because if I go to this other website, short-wave.info, I looked up the frequency here. This was about 6:55, and it said from 1100 to 1157 UTC, which now it's 1200 UTC, 1201 UTC. So at 11:57, it went off the air. So I didn't get a chance to show you my reception. It was pretty good. I could understand it. It was in Cantonese, so I couldn't understand what he was saying. But it was an indication that shortwave is improving. And if it wasn't for that noise, reception would be pretty good. So I want to thank the gentleman who left the comment and informed us that the solar flux index was above 200. So it's a good time to try scanning the shortwave bands. If it wasn't for this noise, this noise. Matter of fact, if I start this over, let me stop. Now start this over. You'll see down here, let me stop it. Down here, the noise level is really high. Now, I'm in my office. Of course, I'm using coax cable, and I'm using my G5 RV antenna, which the cable on that, I'm overloaded now. The cable on that antenna is probably 35 years old. So it's not the best antenna. But you can see these signals that are coming in are super strong. Look, it's going off the screen here. But look how high the noise level is. It's above minus 80, 85. So there's a lot of good signals probably down in here that it's just, the noise is just swamping it out. I'm not sure what filters I can use to try to help reduce that noise. I'm still not very versed at these filters. Let me just poke around here. Let me get my other glasses on, and I'm gonna poke around here while you're watching and try some of these other filters. Watch the waveform. Okay, that did nothing. That's changing the bandwidth here is what that's doing. I see that now, which is not the problem. The problem is all this noise. Look at this. Whew, that is huge, huge, huge. If you have any suggestions of what I can change here to kind of get rid of some of this noise, please let me know. I'm just not that familiar with this program. I don't use it enough. Now let's try something else. Okay, let's close this down. And we're at 5 megahertz. So we'll shut that down. And then we'll open this program here, SDR console, which is for me a little easier to use. And RSP Duo, that's what I've got. And we're going to start. That looks a lot cleaner. Let me change low here. There we go. That looks a lot cleaner. Now let's go to 5 megahertz. Down there was a little noisier. That looks a lot cleaner. So I don't know. That is a lot cleaner. I don't know what it is about the filtering, but this is so much better. Now, this is, the little thing that's misleading is the graph here, because you can change, and you can do it in the other one too, but it's much easier here. You can change the low scale. So we go down to minus, I don't know what I had before, I think it was like minus 40. So you can see the noise level is still there. It's just on this graph, since it doesn't, the way I've got it set up, it doesn't fill this part in. You don't see the noise. It doesn't seem like the noise is there. It's there. Now I can go down and scale. Let me change it. I don't want you to scale. There's many other options of how this is displayed. So right now, I'm not, I think it's, yeah, it's this. Okay. Let me turn this down. Now you can see the noise. There you go. Now you see the noise. I seriously need to take some time, quite a bit of time, to get back up to speed on these two programs. Now that shortwave is, what the heck is that? Shortwave is improving, then I need to relearn how to use these programs appropriately or efficiently, because I really have lost it. I like this presentation much better than I like the SDR Uno, which I showed you earlier. But I like the scan capability of SDR Uno. Again, it's probably a case where I just haven't used the scan capability of this program that much, so I'm just not that familiar with it. That's it. Like I said, if you have any comments about these two programs, bands, and stuff like that, please leave them. I love comments. It's helpful to everybody to see those comments. And have a great day. Bye-bye.